Have you ever woken up with a scratchy throat that felt like you swallowed sandpaper? That deep, raw burn that makes every swallow feel like dragging a razor over your tonsils? That's how some folks are describing the new COVID variant in 2025. Not just a little sore throat, but something that hits fast, hits hard, and feels downright brutal. People are calling it the razor blade throat virus. But here's the thing. While the nickname sounds dramatic, the science behind this new variant is both fascinating and, more importantly, manageable if you know what to look for and how to respond. So why does this matter? Especially if you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond. Because this new strain is acting differently. It's not just about protecting your lungs anymore. It's your throat, your energy, your strength, and even your brain clarity that are being affected. And as we get older, the way our immune system responds to viruses changes. That's normal, but it means we need smarter, simpler strategies to stay ahead. Now, I know talking about COVID again might feel exhausting. You've probably had your fill of headlines and fear, but today is not about fear. It's about clarity, confidence, and giving you real tools that help you feel more in control. Not just for this variant, but for your overall well-being. Here's what researchers have found. This new variant seems to latch on earlier in the throat, creating that razor-sharp pain, but also giving us a crucial window of time to act before it gets deeper into the body. That means early response really matters. And it doesn't have to be complicated. In this video, I'll walk you through why this variant feels different and what that sore throat is really telling you. What this new strain teaches us about immune health as we age. Simple things you can do in the first 48 hours to feel better faster. How to support your body's natural defenses, especially your throat, lungs, and brain. And practical daily habits to protect your energy, mood, and strength year-round. We're going to keep it plain, real, and actionable. Think of it like sitting down with a knowledgeable friend, someone who's done the research and wants you to feel stronger, clearer, and better in your body. Let's get into it. These aren't just facts, they're tools you can use. Each one is grounded in real science but explained in simple terms. Think of them like upgrades for your immune system and energy bank. 1. That razor blade sore throat is your early warning system. This new variant often starts in the upper throat. That sharp pain, it's not just discomfort, it's your body's alarm bell. And the sooner you respond, the better your chances of keeping symptoms mild. 2. Your immune system after 60 works differently, but it's still strong. It doesn't slow down so much as it changes. We'll talk about how to work with your body, not against it, using easy habits that boost defense without overcomplicating things. 3. The first 48 hours matter more than ever. This is your golden window. We'll cover what researchers say are the best things to do early on, including simple foods, hydration tricks, and one overlooked but powerful daily habit. 4. Your throat is a frontline defender. Treat it like a gatekeeper. Think of it like a moat around a castle. Keeping that area moist, strong, and supported makes a surprising difference, especially with this variant. 5. Stress, sleep, and strength are the real long game. Your nervous system and immune system talk to each other constantly. So even if you're not sick, building resilience now helps your body fight better later. So if you've been wondering, how can I protect myself without going into panic mode? You're in the right place. Let's start with that first signal. The razor blade throat and what it's really telling you. Let me ask you something. Have you ever gotten that strange tickle in your throat? Just a slight burn, and thought, maybe I slept with my mouth open, but then the next morning, it feels like you're swallowing crushed glass? That's the story many people are telling with this new 2025 COVID variant. And here's the interesting part. That pain isn't just a random symptom. It's actually one of the earliest warning signs your body gives you. Think of it like this. Your throat is like the front porch of your immune system. It's where most viruses knock first. In this particular variant, instead of sneaking in quietly, it slams the door open, causing inflammation fast, especially right in your throat lining. Here's what researchers have found. This strain of the virus tends to stay longer in the upper respiratory tract, especially the throat and sinuses, before moving deeper. That's why it feels so intense up front, but it also means there's a golden opportunity to act early and stop things from getting worse. A simple thing you can do is this. As soon as you feel that unusual sore throat, not your typical dry mouth or postnasal drip, you can take steps to slow the virus down. Here are 2 research-backed, throat-friendly things that actually help. Checkmark, saltwater gargle. Simple but powerful. Studies have shown that gargling with warm salt water can help flush out viral particles, reduce inflammation, and ease pain. Think of it like washing your front steps before dirt gets tracked inside. Just mix half a teaspoon of salt into a cup of warm water. Gargle for 30 seconds, 3 times a day. It's free, fast, and easy to do at home. Keep your throat moist. Dry air, especially in air-conditioned or heated rooms, makes your throat more vulnerable. You want to sip water frequently throughout the day, not just when you're thirsty. Herbal teas with honey or lozenges can also soothe the area and support your immune response. The virus hates a moist environment. Why? Because a hydrated throat helps your mucous membranes trap and push out invaders more efficiently, kind of like a self-cleaning oven. Now, I'm not saying a sore throat always means COVID. It could be allergies or just a scratch. But when you're over 60, the key is to treat early symptoms like clues, not just inconveniences. Ask yourself, does this feel different than usual? Did this come on fast without other symptoms at first? Is swallowing more painful than normal? If the answer is yes, don't wait around for it to go away on its own. You don't need to panic. You just need to respond. Because the earlier you support your body, the easier it is to stay ahead of the curve. And here's a gentle reminder. Your body still knows how to heal. Even as you age, your immune system isn't broken. It's just calling for the right kind of support. In the next section, we're going to talk about that support, specifically how your immune system changes after 60 and why that can actually work in your favor if you know how to use it. If this insight is helping you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We've got more tools coming your way to help you stay strong, sharp, and energized. Let's bust a myth right now. Aging doesn't mean your immune system is weak. It just means it's different. You've probably heard that as we get older, our immune response slows down. That's true in some ways, but the full picture is much more hopeful than most people realize. Think of your immune system like a team of firefighters. When you were in your 20s, those firefighters were fast and reckless, rushing in with hoses blazing, sometimes overreacting. As you age, the team becomes more experienced. They still fight fires, but with a different rhythm. Here's what researchers have found. After 60, your body doesn't necessarily stop fighting off viruses like COVID. It just does it less loudly and sometimes a little slower to start. That can make early symptoms feel less dramatic at first or hit later in waves. But here's the good news. The immune system can still be trained and strengthened, and not with fancy pills or trendy superfoods, but with simple, daily actions. Let's look at a few that actually move the needle. Move a little every day, especially your legs. Walking, light resistance training, even chair squats. They all help your body circulate lymph fluid, which is a crucial part of your immune system. Your lymph system doesn't have a pump like your heart. It relies on muscle movement. Think of your muscles as a delivery truck. moving your immune cells where they're needed. No movement, no delivery. Even 10 minutes of slow walking around the house after meals helps keep your internal defense system alert. Get good sleep. It's immune training time. During deep sleep, your body resets your immune system, like rebooting a computer. Without it, your T cells, those are your virus-fighting white blood cells, don't work as efficiently. A simple thing you can do is go to bed at the same time each night. That helps your body keep its rhythm, and studies show it improves immune performance. Trouble sleeping? Keep your room cool, dark, and screen-free for an hour before bed. It doesn't have to be perfect, just better than last night. Watch your sugar, especially when you're sick. High sugar intake has been shown to reduce white blood cell activity for up to 5 hours. That's not a scare tactic. It's just something to be mindful of, especially if you're starting to feel run down. Try swapping out sugary drinks for water with a squeeze of lemon. It supports hydration, soothes the throat, and keeps your immune team sharp. So here's the mindset shift. Your immune system isn't failing. It's just looking for clear signals and steady support. Every time you hydrate, move your body, and rest well, you're sending a message. Hey, we're in this together, and we've got this. And that's a powerful thing to remember. In the next part, we'll look at why the first 48 hours after symptoms show up are such a crucial window, and what you can do in that time to feel better, faster. And if this has been helpful so far, don't forget to hit that like button. It tells YouTube you want more practical health tools like this. You know how when a small leak starts under the sink, it's not a huge deal unless you ignore it? That's kind of what's happening with this new COVID variant. The sore throat shows up early, and the first 48 hours are like the plumber's golden window. The best time to stop things from spreading before the damage really starts. Now, this isn't about panic or rushing to the ER at the first cough. It's about giving your body the upper hand early, especially if you're over 60, when the immune system tends to react more quietly at first. Here's what researchers have found. When you act in the first day or two, before the virus spreads deeper, you can often reduce the severity of the illness. That means fewer aches, less fatigue, better breathing, and faster recovery. So let's make it simple. What can you actually do in those first 48 hours? Hydrate like it's your job. The virus thrives in dry tissue. When your throat and nasal passages are dry, viruses move more easily. But when you're well hydrated, your mucous membranes trap invaders and flush them out faster. A simple thing you can do is sip warm water or herbal tea every 20 to 30 minutes. Add lemon, honey, or a pinch of sea salt if you like. Think of it like rinsing out a dusty hallway before the dust settles in. Bonus, hydration also helps regulate temperature and supports every cell in your immune system. Zinc plus vitamin C, your early defense combo. Studies suggest that taking zinc within the first 24 hours of symptoms may shorten the length and severity of respiratory infections. Vitamin C supports that process, especially during high immune demand. Now, you don't need mega doses. A basic immune support supplement, or even zinc lozenges, 10 to 15 milligrams, can help as long as you start early and follow the instructions. But always check with your doctor if you're on medications, especially blood pressure or kidney-related ones. Light movement. Bed rest at first. It might sound counterintuitive, but unless you're running a fever or feeling wiped out, gentle movement helps your immune cells stay active. A short walk around your living room, gentle stretches, even breathing exercises by an open window. These small actions tell your body, we're in flow. Let's clear this out. If you feel like resting, of course, honor that, but don't default to full bed rest unless your symptoms call for it. Steam, salt, and warmth for the throat. A warm steam inhalation, even just breathing over a bowl of hot water with a towel over your head, can open nasal passages, soothe your throat, and help loosen congestion. And don't underestimate the power of a warm scarf around your neck. It keeps circulation going and eases tension in the throat. Old school? Yes. Effective? Also yes. Remember, these are not cures, they're supports, and they're especially helpful when timed well. Because your immune system is smart, it just needs a nudge in the right direction. So the next time you feel that razor blade throat, think, okay, I've got 48 hours. Let's give my body the backup it needs. Let's talk about your throat, not just as a body part, but as a gatekeeper. Think of it like the doorman at a hotel. Before anything gets into the deeper parts of your body, your lungs, your gut, your bloodstream, it passes through the throat. And just like a good doorman, your throat decides, are you allowed in or not? With this new COVID variant, the virus tends to hang out right in the throat area, sometimes for days, before spreading elsewhere. That means your throat isn't just where symptoms show up, it's where the fight begins. Here's what researchers are seeing. The tissues in your throat are full of immune cells. They're the first to spot trouble, but they need the right environment to work properly. Not dry, not inflamed, and not overwhelmed. So how do you support your throat like the gatekeeper it is? Stay warm, especially around the neck and chest. This may sound like something your grandma would say, but science backs it up. Cold air can slow down immune response in the nose and throat. One study even showed that cooler temperatures reduce the activity of the cells that fight viruses in the upper airways. So grab that scarf. Keep your neck covered in cold or windy weather. Sip warm drinks. Even breathing through your nose instead of your mouth helps warm the air before it hits your throat. Support your good bacteria. Your throat, like your gut, has a microbiome, a whole world of helpful bacteria that protect you. When they're out of balance, from stress, antibiotics, or poor diet, your defenses weaken. A simple thing you can do is eat a little fermented food daily, like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, or miso soup. Even a spoonful a day can help repopulate your body's natural army. Some early research also points to oral probiotics as potentially helpful for throat health. But fermented foods are a natural place to start. Use your voice gently. When your throat feels raw, try not to whisper. Whispering actually strains the vocal cords more than speaking softly. Instead, rest your voice when you can. If you need to speak, keep it low and relaxed. And consider this. Humming gently can stimulate your vagus nerve, the nerve that helps regulate inflammation and immune function. So a soft hum or even singing quietly to music you enjoy can offer both calm and healing. Avoid irritants. Smoking, strong cleaning chemicals, even overly spicy or acidic foods can inflame your throat when it's trying to heal. During early symptoms, go easy. Choose soft, warm, nourishing meals, soups, broths, gentle spices like turmeric or ginger. Think of it like this. You wouldn't blast music at a security guard on duty. Treat your throat with the same respect. Here's the takeaway. If you treat your throat like it's part of your immune system, not just where food passes through, you give yourself a real advantage. It's not about perfection. It's about stacking small habits that make your defenses smarter, not just stronger. In the next section, we'll wrap things up by zooming out, how your stress, sleep, and daily habits create long-term protection, and what to do before the next variant ever knocks on your door. And hey, if you've gotten value from this video, hit that subscribe button. We've got more simple, science-backed tools coming your way every week. Let's be honest, when it comes to our health, most of us know the basics. Eat well, move more, get rest. But when a new virus variant comes around, suddenly everything feels urgent again. The question is, why wait for a crisis to take action? Because here's the truth. Your daily habits, especially how you handle stress, sleep, and strength, are what truly prepare your body for anything. A virus, a cold snap, a rough week. These are the things that build real resilience. Let's break it down, simply and clearly. Stress shrinks your immune power, but calm boosts it. When you're under chronic stress, even low-level tension like watching the news all day, your body produces more cortisol, the stress hormone. Over time, this suppresses immune function. But it goes the other way too. Even 10 minutes a day of calm, deep breathing, a walk outside, petting your dog, sitting in sunlight, can lower cortisol and help your immune cells do their job. Here's a tip you can try right now. Box breathing. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4. Exhale for 4, hold again for 4. Repeat 4 times. It's simple, calming, and science-backed. Sleep is your body's repair shop. While you sleep, your body does its best work. It resets inflammation, balances hormones, and recharges immune cells. One study even showed that people who sleep less than 6 hours a night were 4 times more likely to catch a cold after virus exposure. 4 times. So here's something easy. Start a wind-down routine 30 minutes before bed. No screens, no to-do lists, just a warm drink, dim lights, maybe a book or soft music. You're not just going to bed, you're sending your body the message. It's time to heal now. Strength equals immune readiness. Muscle mass isn't just about looking fit. It plays a key role in immunity, metabolism, and hormone balance, especially after 60. When you use your muscles, your body produces myokines. These are healing molecules that help fight inflammation and improve communication between your brain and immune system. And you don't need a gym. Try this. Sit down and stand up from a chair 10 times, slowly and with control. Use water bottles for light arm exercises. Walk for 5 minutes after every meal. Small things done regularly have big ripple effects. Here's what it all comes down to. Your best defense isn't a quick fix. It's a daily foundation. The more you regulate stress, protect your sleep, and build strength, the more ready your body is when something, like razor blade throat, comes knocking. And when it does, you're not caught off guard. You've got the tools, you've got the knowledge, you've got the calm, because your immune system doesn't just respond to viruses, it responds to you. How you live, how you rest, how you move. Let's take a breath together. We've covered a lot in this video. Razor blade throat, the new 2025 COVID variant, and most importantly, how you can respond with clarity and strength. So let's bring it all together, simply. Here's what we've learned. This new variant often starts with a sore, burning throat, but that's actually good news because it gives you a head start. Your immune system after 60 still works. It just needs different support. Think of it as experience, not weak. The first 48 hours matter. Hydration, warmth, movement, and early care can make a big difference in how your body responds. Your throat is a frontline defender. Support it like you would a gatekeeper, with warmth, hydration, and good bacteria. Your everyday habits, how you sleep, move, and handle stress, are your real long-term shield. They're what make your body ready for whatever comes next. And here's the real takeaway. You're not fragile. You're adaptable. Your body might take a little longer to respond these days, but it's still listening to everything you do. So instead of feeling afraid of the next variant, let's focus on feeling prepared. Let's focus on what we can do, not what we can't. Here's one thing you can try today. Go for a short walk, even just 5 minutes outside or around your home. That one small act helps your circulation, your immune system, your mood, your brain, all at once. It says to your body, we're still in motion, we're still strong. Aging isn't about decline. It's about learning how to tune in, listen deeper, and work with your body, not against it. You don't need to do it perfectly. You just need to do it gently, consistently, and with self-respect. You're not alone in this. We're here to give you tools, clarity, and encouragement, one step at a time. If this video gave you something useful, a tip, an insight, or even a moment of relief, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. It helps us reach more people who need this message, and it keeps this channel growing with more practical, science-backed tools for strength, clarity, and health at any age. You deserve to feel strong, clear, and confident, even in uncertain times. Especially in uncertain times. Let's keep going together.